Hey guys, today we're going to talk about 3 pattern rules that are a must. Every time some of my students make some of these mistakes, I really get on them because I want them to win more matches. I want them to win more points. And if you follow these 3 rules, you will play high percentage tennis. You will have much more chances to winning every point than if you keep breaking these rules over and over. So there is a reason why when you're watching any pro player on TV, you don't see these crazy mistakes. You don't see them trying stuff that you're like, oh, like what did he just do? It's very, very rare. Or maybe if somebody's kind of joking around and doing one of these crazy shots. Otherwise, you really see them having a plan, organized tennis. It doesn't look like they're doing this crazy stuff or just making bad choices. And the best of the best, just really, they almost don't make bad choices. They can make mistakes because of different reasons, but their choice selection is always on point. And that is why we're going to talk about these 3 points starting right now. So the first one, and I am sure that you guys have heard this, is to go cross court when we are on the run. So this is the mistake that I see a lot on my students, and sometimes people can be so stubborn about this because they feel like they can make that down the line shot, but in reality they're not in good position. So it looks like this, they're stretching for the ball and they just go, they're completely out of position to hit that shot, and they want to go there because one, a lot of the times they just want to end the point and they don't want to come back in the court. They just want to end it and see if they make the winner win the point. They don't want to come back. So that is a lazy mistake. We don't want to be caught doing that. Another reason is because sometimes they think a lot of their game and they think that they're going to be able to make that shot when in reality they are not in position. Or maybe if they make one, they'll make 1 out of 10, and that ends up still causing us to lose a match because we can't just, if we get pulled out white 10 times and only win 1 point, it's not a good score. So why do we want to hit this shot cross court? It is because we are stretching. We're not in great position, guys, and we want to make sure that that ball goes in and that we're back into the point. How we're going to do that is to try to get there as good as we can, give the ball enough margin over the net, mean enough height over the net, and try to hit the ball cross court and deep. As you know, it's really hard to switch directions when the ball bounces around this area. It's really hard to go down the line when you have the ball coming this fast to you and you can't really switch directions. So even though I'm on the run and I get here and I hit this ball deep and cross, it's going to be really, really difficult for my opponent to just hit a winner down the line. I'm going to make it hard for him. Most likely he's going to have to go back, either hit cross court again because he's gonna try to do the same thing to me, or he's gonna maybe hit around this middle area where again I'm back in the point and then I can do whatever I want. Then I can switch directions because I am in better position. So that is really the goal for that shot. And it seems like, oh, okay, but it's very predictable. They already know I'm going there. Yes, they may know that you're going there, but your shot needs to be deep. It needs to be good with enough power. That way they can't attack you. Okay, so you go from defense to offense because you hit that shot. They also have to stretch here, and then you're back in the point and you're back into offense. That is the goal of that shot. We're not trying to hit a cross court winner. It can happen, but that's not what we're trying to do. We are trying to go from defense to offense in a very high percentage manner where we can do that over and over and over. And so every time we're running here, we know we're going cross court. Great, I hit the good shot, and maybe now I got this shot here that's easier, and maybe now I can switch directions. Okay, so when do we switch line on this shot? Because sometimes, and yeah, it's totally true, you may have your opponent all the way stretched out there and they hit this cross court shot and you have the whole court open over there. You guys got to get in a good position if you're going to do that, and that should be done with an open stance, because if you're going to get here like this and try to hit down the line, it's going to be probably 1 out of 20 or less. Okay, so you want to get there in good position and switch down the line, but you want to be in really good stance and get low so that you can absorb that power here and switch directions. Now, you've probably seen some players that, you know, they just end up running all the way here and just going like that, and they just keep running. And again, you will make 1 out of 10 with those shots, guys. It is not something that is very repeatable. And if we have an opponent that's making us run, we definitely want to make this, we want to be solid, we want to make it repeatable. Now, for the second mistake, and this is the second rule, second pattern that you guys want to definitely strive to follow. And I see this mistake a lot, and I get so mad when I see it on my junior players when they're playing a set, because you know it is something that it's very difficult, but to them sometimes it seems very possible. And that is when we're pulled back, when we have a high shot but we have to go back like this to hit it. Then they try to go for a winner from down here and just try to hit that ball like really low and aggressive from here. So something like this. I'm here, but I had to go a little bit more back, and then they go. It is very low percentage to try to go for a winner when we're all the way back here in the court. We want to do that when we are inside the court around here. We want to do that and be aggressive. But if we had to move back, guys, we can't hit that ball like we were closer to the net. We really have to hit the shot with more margin over the net, and we can place it. We can hit an aggressive shot, but we're not going to go for a winner. So the shot will look more like this. I had to go back. Oh, the opponent hit a better shot than I thought. I had to go back, and I keep the height, and I start the point again on the offense, but I'm not going for a crazy winner, because from back here the chances are not good that I'm gonna hit a winner. If I'm inside the court, great. So maybe with this shot you can set up the winner for the next ball. If I go back here and hit that shot with enough height, okay, great. Then maybe the next shot the opponent gives me a shorter ball, and now maybe I have the chance to move forward and kill the next ball. But we don't want to be getting caught hitting winners, or being, you know, hitting a shot low margins really close to the lines when we are moving backwards on the ball. And sometimes we're gonna have to, because sometimes maybe we were inside and we're gonna have to move back a little bit on certain shots. So that's really important, guys. Now, the last rule that is a must, and this one just kills me when I see it happening, is that we get an easy ball, easy short ball here. Imagine we just pulled our opponent all the way over there in that corner, right? He's all the way stretched, and I have the entire cross court open. It's all open, and I have a shot this easy. The mistake is that I see a lot of my students then trying to go behind the player. So the player is all the way there looking like this, and then they get this ball and they want to be all pretty and they want to go behind the player. And then guess what happens a lot of the time? The player had already given up on the shot and is kind of just standing there waiting for the person to hit the winner. And it's like, oh, the ball's back to me, and they're back in the point, or they even hit a winner on you because you're so close to the net and not in great position. So we don't want to do that, guys. That is not the type of shot we want to go behind the player. This type of shot is to go to the open court, because we already have a winner. We already set up the point perfectly to hit the winner. We don't need to go behind the player. The point is done. And if they get to that shot over there, they're gonna barely get it, and again, the point is done. So my opponent was all the way in that corner. I get this ball. I don't even think. I go to the open court. You don't even have to think about it. It doesn't have to be a doubt. There has to be no doubt in your mind that you're going to the open court, you're finishing that point. That way you don't have to hesitate or think too much. That is so important. So it would be the same thing if I hit that great cross court shot. I set at the point, I ran here, cross court, I got the short ball that I wanted, have the open court over there down the line, Again, no hesitation. When you pull your opponent all the way there, you get that easy ball, guys. Go to the open court every time. If you try to go behind the player, you risk the fact that he may stay there and you will probably lose the point. So make sure, please, to follow these three rules because they will make you win more matches, win more points, just make you a much better player overall. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe so I can make more videos like this for you guys. Don't forget to check the description below for our coaching app where we can guide you, give you strategies, and really watch your game to see what is missing and what you need to do. See you guys soon.